In the last video, I talked about how we see our reality and how we can dictate how we see it and create our own reality. It's not every time like when you see something on bad on the news, it's not it's not 100% the truth, is it? Like the way you perceive it can be different from how they have projected it, and that's why you need to have your own frame. And today I'm going to just talk about our thoughts and mind and how that is actually more powerful than how we see our reality. Of course, that's also important. And it's all about controlling your mind. Your mind is a superpower. And if you have full control over it, you're gonna attract the things that you want, that you desire. And that's because when you have your mind that's connected to what you want and to your goals, and it's controlled by only your thoughts, then eventually that's going to lead to where you want to be, to your goals. And that's why we need to do whatever we can to actually control it and learn how to control it. It's not just about control, because that you build after time. And distraction is basically the reason 99% of people fail. A lot of businesses fail, a lot of people fail in life. That's because they have distracted thoughts. And how can you avoid having a distracted thought? That's by knowing what you want and okay, having a list of it. Okay, if I want to, for example, I want to be a millionaire. What are you gonna do? You're gonna first study what other millionaires have done because you want to follow their path, and secondly, see what kind of habits did they have. And once you only think about what's going to get you to your goals, that's going to create a new way of thinking, and your subconscious mind is going to get help from your thoughts, because the way we build our subconscious mind is by everything we think, everything we see, every action and habit we do. So if you use like instead of doing what you need to do, if you scroll on social media, watch the bad news on every news channel, and just follow the mass, then you have distracted thoughts. Even though, okay, let's say you don't do all that, but let's say you're a business owner and your main objective is to, for example, get more clients. How are you going to do that? If you spend your time, for example, you have your long morning routine and you do like watch news, and you, for example, do some trading on crypto, learn something new, does that align to your business? For example, if you're an agency, does that align you to your business? Of course not. Every thought and a habit needs to be aligned what you want to accomplish. And by dividing your thoughts or your brain points, let's say you have 100 brain points, if you divide it throughout the whole day and use 20 on your morning routine, and then you spend another 20 on crypto trading, watching some BS on social media, you already lost almost 50 there. And of course, okay, if you're going to be healthy, you're going to think about your diet, you're going to think about your gym. Then there goes 20. You're left with 60 used, and then you got only 40% or 40 brain points left for you to actually get closer to your goals. That's not enough. That's why you need to basically you need to protect your mind. When you protect your mind and thoughts, only make them align to your goals. That's how you actually become successful. And it's hard for somebody to just, okay, let's say I'm gonna think much more like in the book Think and Grow Rich. You're gonna have your thoughts aligned with what you want and want to get rich and stuff like that. But it's not an easy, quick fix thing. Something you do daily. If you spend time on solitude, you're alone, get clear thoughts, no distractions. Go, for example, out in the woods and take a walk, no AirPods, no nothing. And once you do that, once you're there without no distractions, then you can have clear thoughts. That's the key. And one thing as well that you can do to actually have your thoughts visually visible for you is to journal. Journaling every day is one of the craziest hacks to actually learn more about yourself, the way you think, your thought patterns, and that will eventually lead you to your goals. And it's very important that we control it by thoughts, by journaling, and get to know ourselves better. And it's all about building subconscious mind. If you're gonna become healthier, when you go to the store, you don't want your brain to think, okay, I'm gonna look at the at the chocolate, or because they put it beside the cashier area. That's marketing. And you want to actually your brain only to see what's good for you. So when you build it, eventually when you go to the store, you're not going to see the the bad stuff or the unhealthy food, the junk food. You're only going to see what you want and what you need, because your mind and thought is connected. Your subconscious mind is actually working for you and not against you. When you don't build your subconscious mind, it's going to work against you, and that's going to lead to you not hitting your goals. And basically, our subconscious mind is probably the most important thing. I learned about it. It's a business guy called Mikael Arndt in Sweden. He said building your subconscious mind is the greatest tool a man can have. And then after that, there is dopamine. Dopamine and thoughts are very connected. Where do you get the dopamine and how do you get your dopamine? If you get your dopamine through social media, your brain's gonna get fried, and work is not gonna be fun to do anymore. Same thing with eating junk food. If you just then take a dopamine detox and get a lower intake of dopamine, then working can become fun. And when work becomes fun, then everything goes smoothly. You'll hit your goals easier. I saw a video of Charlie Morgan talking about dopamine loading. And dopamine loading is basically you deprive yourself of all dopamine throughout the whole day. You don't get any dopamine. You don't go on social media. You don't do nothing but work. You wake up, take for example a cold shower. That's a great way to do it. Then you go to work, and in a fasted state, your brain is gonna be at its best, and you won't get any brain fog, and that's a good thing. And then when you have lunch, a lot of people they work until lunch, but after lunch, since they won't socialize too long, and they eat whilst watching or scrolling social media, then their dopamine level gets higher, and when they come back to work, they don't actually work really good. And by just loading your dopamine to the end of the day, like let's say you finished work at 6, and then you can get your dopamine load. Then you can go to the gym, listen to music, go back home. It's not a bad thing to scroll social media, but it's not great either, because 99% of people have algorithm that gives them too much dopamine load, and it won't let them actually get in a state of sleep later at night. So don't do that, especially. And once you're there, you're gonna get dopamine through some small things, like small interaction with people that your friends, for example, that you didn't use to get that much dopamine from. And lower dopamine levels is gonna help you drastically. And that's basically it. Like, your thoughts are the most important things, and that's gonna build on your habits and actions, and that's gonna build your subconscious mind. And that's the most important thing. Thinking and journaling and building a subconscious mind is gonna lead you